What is going on, guys? So they're going to be showing you guys how to look for stocks pre-market, how to find stocks to trade, how to know what to trade, and how other people are finding these stocks to trade. So first thing you want to do, go to any website, cnbc.com, bloomberg.com, investing.com. Any website, doesn't really matter. Just anywhere you can see the overall market. So um, I'm on investing.com. For me, it doesn't really matter. I don't have a preference. It's just how I wake up. Sometimes I'll do investing.com. Sometimes I'll do, CNBC. It doesn't really matter. Just look at the overall market. So you want to look at the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, FTSE, and the DAX market. If you can, look at the Shanghai and the Nikkei markets as well. You want to look at those markets because if those markets are red, most likely we're going to end up red. If those markets are green, we're going to end up green. Now, it's not always 100%, but it's just a general indication sort of thing. It's an indicator that is going to point out how our markets are going to be. Okay. Now, like I said, don't take that with a grain of salt. It's not 100%. It's just an indication. So look at the SPY. Pretend this is pre-market. We're not in pre-market right now, but just pretend this is pre-market. So the SPY is down 27.88 is down 4%. So overall, we know that the market is down. Okay, we're going to be looking at stocks for the downside. If you like to short, it's going to be good day for you. If you like to go long, it can be as well, because sometimes the market will be down and then, at the bell, the market goes up to close the gap or something like that. So that's what you want to be looking for next, is looking at the SPY to see if there's any gaps that they're going to be closing, soon. So chart looks pretty good right now. It obviously looks very, very exhausted, but that's beside the point right now. Market is down. We could have the market go up at the bell and then close the gap and then come back down. It doesn't really, just because they're red does not mean they're going to end up red. Okay. But the general guideline is you're going to have more stocks to the downside today. Okay. So now what you want to do, and the part you guys are here for, is, how do you find these stocks? So what do I do is you can go in here, go in market, stocks, pre-market right here. And if you're someone that's new to the markets, new to trading, new to anything about, trading at all, this is pretty much all you have to do. Just come up here and it's going to tell you everything you need to know. So it's going to have the most active stocks. Sort them out by volume right here, the change, the price. I guess you can't do the price, but the volume and change. And then right here is gonna, sort them out, top gainers, top losers right here, and that's what you want to look at right there. And that's pretty much how you know what to trade, guys, right here. So that's simple, that easy. If you want to filter about by volume, so volume, the stock with the most volume is MBAX. It's down 63%, and there you go. You just saved yourself a monthly subscription on someone telling you what to trade. Okay, JD as well. It's up 11%. JCPenney, I believe that had earnings or something like that today. And you come down here, economic calendar. This is not something that you should really be looking at. I glance at it, but it's not something my trading does not revolve around this. So at 1 o'clock, it just shows you things that are going to happen today. So at 1 o'clock, you're going to have a FOMC speaker. And typically what you want to use this for is if there's a speaker or at 1 o'clock, say you're in a position and it's getting near that 1 o'clock area, you want to be looking at your position and make sure you got your finger on the trigger or something like that, in case something they say triggers the markets to the upside or to the downside, especially right now that the market's basically moving on news catalysts and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what you want to use that for. Next, you come down here to the earnings calendar, and it shows you stocks that had earnings today and during the morning or after hours. So if they have a sun here, that means they had them before the open. If it has a moon, that means after close. So maybe you're looking at, you see a really good chart pattern on I don't know, booking.com, and you notice they're announcing after the market close, you can maybe look into getting a position at booking.com and riding the wave to the upside or to the downside. I don't know. It just depends on your strategy, but that's totally up to you. Not something I do, but if you're into that, that's what this is for. Next down here, you got stock market news, and it tells you pretty much everything that's happening in the market, why stocks are moving. So right here, you can see JCPenney fourth quarter beats estimates, but I believe they're closing like 18 stores or something like that. I don't know. As you can see right here, it says Wall Street flat as Trump and the Korean president or summit failure, something like that. Just all the news. You can obviously click on all this stuff, and it's going to give you the most up-to-date news. So as of right now, an hour ago, Kia Hyundai expanded fire engine recalls. So maybe if our engines are blowing up, you can look to get in the short on Kia or Hyundai or something like that. Okay, and then this is just analyst opinions and stuff like that. I wouldn't go up here because I wouldn't be down here because these guys make it too good to be true. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, buy this stock now. It looks like it's getting, I see 30%, 100% gains, and you'll buy it, and the stock doesn't do anything." So this is totally not something you want to be looking at. This is just maybe if you want to have some fun and look at other people's opinions or stuff like that. That's what that's for. But other than that, don't be using that at all. There's a lot of things to this website as well, but I'm not showing you how to use this website. I'm just showing you how to find these stocks to trade. Now, like I said, if you're a beginner trader, you're just barely starting out, you have no idea what's left from right in the market, this is a good place to start and stay right here. This is showing you everything you need to trade. Now, if you're a little bit more intermediate and you want to be filtering out more stocks, you can come to this website up here. It's called marketchameleon.com. This is personally what I use. This is just like trade ideas. It's going to show you the top gainers, losers, most active, and it's totally free. Of course, there's a market delay of 15 minutes, but pre-market data, you don't need, on-time pre-market data. Obviously you do, but when you're trying to find your stocks to trade, you don't really need to have, second by second of pre-market data to find out what stocks to trade. Okay, this is going to give you all the stocks you need to trade right here. Okay, so how do I use this? Okay, so like I said, the market was down, so we're going to be looking at stocks for the downside. Now, typically, it's totally up to you. If you like to short stocks, you might be looking at stocks on the decline every day. If you like to take stocks long, you might be looking at top gainers, or just depending on your strategy, maybe you like to short top gainers, then you look at stocks that are top gainers and look for them to short. Just totally depends on to you. Personally, me, I always look at decliners first. I always look at both, but I personally, when there's more decliners, when there's a lot of decliners, it's a good day for me in the market if you like to short. When there's a lot of gainers, it's a good day as well. So when there's a lot of stocks to choose from, it's a good day in the market. Sometimes you have not a lot to choose from and the stocks have very low volume. That's when the market's pretty much flat, and based on that it's not going to be a very good day in the market. So that's the easy way you can tell what's going to happen in the market right away. Okay, so how do you get started? So pull up your charting platform, whatever, make a watch list, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to look at top gainers. So you can filter these by the price. So maybe you have a small account, you can look at the price. I don't want to trade more than $10. Okay, here's pretty much all I can trade right now. But for me, I look, or the chains, what went down the most. But for me, I like to look at the volume. So volume, this is down. So what you want to do is look for stocks that are up 3% minimum or down 3% minimum. Okay. You don't want to really be looking at stocks that are down 1% or something like that, just because when they're up or down at least 3%, they're going to be on more people's radar. More people are going to be looking at them. More people are going to be, interested in buying them and stuff like that. So they're going to be moving more than if you look at a stock that's down, 0.11% or something like that. Something, or, down 1% or something like that. Something you don't really want to be looking at. So Me personally, I look by volume, and this is exactly what I do. Now I'm gonna try to do this pretty fast. I don't want to make the video too long, so here's pretty much what I do. Okay, fit $5. I'm not gonna trade it. CLG down 6%, a million shares flow. Okay, I like that. I'll add it to my list. CLG right there. Box looks pretty good. Down 22%. Good volume. So box, I'll add that right there. MU looks pretty good. Down 2%, 2.8%. It's not 3%, but it's really close, and it's a stock that a lot of people do watch. So you want to keep an eye on this. Sky, keep an eye on this as well. Now, so right now we're just making our watch list. So okay, so now we're gonna look at top gainers. So top gainers, JD, okay, is up 10%. Volume's good, over 50,000. JD, RKDA, it's good, but it's only $8. I'm not gonna trade that. I'm looking at ECA, pretty good. I don't like the price. Billy, I don't really like the price, but it's good. You know, if there's nothing else, I'll add that. So Billy, and then it's pretty much it. Tesla, only 1%. Nah, I'm not gonna add that. You guys, that's an ETF. That's stuff you don't want to be trading. CGC, I guess. 2.7. See, like right now, I'm starting not to find a lot of stocks. Okay, RUBI, CRC, so those are all good. And pretty much after this, I won't look anymore downwards. MOTI looks pretty good. Okay, I'll add it to my watch list. Okay, and that's pretty much it now. Now, after you have your watch list, what you want to do is look at the daily chart. So, go to the daily. JD, it looks good. It gapped up a little bit after it hits $28. It has a lot of room to run. This is what you want to look for. You want to stock when you're looking to take stocks to the long side. This is what you want to look. You want the stock to be downwards up here, kind of curl up like this, so that when it does pop, it has room to run. Okay, because if a stock is like up here, and it pops, how much more can it run before it becomes way too overbought and people are not going to be buying it anymore. Now, when the stock is like this, it's starting to curl up like that. That's what you want to look for right here. It has a lot of space right here, a lot of room to run. That's what you want to look for. Okay, CLGC. Okay, the stock gap downwards. It has room to run downwards. And you're going to be looking at some support around this $82 mark right here. You got some support. So maybe if it comes to 82, you might be looking for a bounce back up. If it breaks, so you can be looking for a big push on down into this area over here. But the important thing is that it gap down. It has room to run either upwards or downwards. Because sometimes just because the stock gaps upward does not mean it's going to go up. Just because the stock gaps down does not mean it's going to come all the way down. Okay, so it has room to go up either way. If it goes up, it has room to go. If it comes down, it has room to go. Okay, if it lets go of this area, you can be looking for a big push on downward. And as you can see, this is a big gap right here. It might be looking to fill that gap for the future. I don't know. Maybe you want to get some contracts in there or something like that. Okay, now we got Billy. This is something that I don't really like. As you see, it gapped up a little bit, but there's a resistance here at this $21 area, so it's gonna have a hard time breaking that. At the same time, it's just too stuffy. It's not where I want it to be at. Okay, so that's not something I wouldn't be looking at. So I would take this off of my list and look at something else. Okay, look at something else, and that's it. Okay, now we got box right here. So as you can see, the stock gapped down pretty nice, just like I like it. It fell out of nowhere. It looks like it fell from the sky. That's what I like to see right here. Stocks that are falling like this, I just boom, come down. There's support around here, the $19 area. So if you're shorting it, you can expect it to bounce back around this area right here. But it does have room to go upwards. So maybe you can take this stock to the long side. Okay. And it looks good either way. Okay, so this is a stock I want to keep on my list. Let's take a look at Sky right here. It gapped downwards. I kind of like this pattern. Couldn't break above the 22 area. It has a lot of support right here. And from here to here, you got resistance here at the 22. It couldn't break it, couldn't break it. Came down. You know, you can look for another move on downwards or something like that. Maybe consolidation and then a break to the downside or upside in the upcoming days. Now we got Sky over here, or MOTI. This is completely dead. And this is why you want to be looking at the daily chart. Always, always, always look at the daily chart. Don't just look at the intraday. Look at the daily. As you can see, this stock is a dual traded stock. That means it trades on multiple exchanges. These look like they're gaps up and gaps down, but they're not. They're just trading on different market exchanges. So right off the bat, I wouldn't even look at this anymore. So I'll trade that stock for something else. Okay, I would look at, I don't know, just something else in here, put it in there, and that's it. Now I have 3 screens. So these charts right here are going to be in my middle screen because I'm looking at these charts. You know, obviously this is going to be what I'm trading. This is going to be my watch list. Obviously, I'm going to have the ones that I have filtered down the most, the ones that are going to be trading for the day. And I'm going to have them right here. And that's how I do it, guys. If there's more, I'll add more cells to the screen or something like that. Just really depends how the day is. And then on my left, I say I have 3 screens because of this. On my left screen, I keep these stocks here. Always, always, always. I keep these market leading stocks. These are every Sunday. I'll filter out through stocks. Look at chart planners. Look to see what I like from the market leading stocks. Throw them on here and leave them on there for the whole week. Usually I have these on here. I don't take these off at all. Usually I'll have the same ones like day in, day out for months. I won't change them at all. Maybe down here I'll change Amazon for Baba, or I don't know, MU or something like that. I'll change it out for something like that, and I'll leave it on there for the whole day. The reason for that is these are stocks that I can always rely on. If these aren't moving the way I like them to move, or I don't see anything going on here, I'll come back to these and I'll glance at them, look at these and see what they're doing. Because pretty much, guys, these stocks do the same thing every day. Once you get into the routine of knowing how these stocks move, they do pretty much the same thing every day. And you can really get good at trading these, and then you don't have to really be relying on top gappers and top losers to make your watch list and stuff like that. Now, I always make my watch list, my gappers and stuff like that. But maybe sometimes you might wake up late or something. I don't know. Everybody has that day where you just wake up late or something like that. I don't know. It's crazy, and you don't have time to be looking at the stocks. You can always rely on these right here. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you look at stocks to trade. That's how you find these stocks to trade. It's really not hard. It's something very easy, but it just takes a little bit of a repetition to get in the habit of doing this, and you'll be good to go. It's something that you definitely don't need to be paying for a watch list or anything like that. It's free. It's not rocket science. It's very easy. What I told you right here today, guys, is literally all you have to do to see what stocks you're going to be trading. All right. Now, my strategy doesn't rely. I don't rely on trading stocks that pop up on scanners like Trade Ideas and stuff like that. At the beginning, that's how I thought that's how you traded. You look at these stocks that pop up on scanners, take the trades. Because a lot of beginners, they see those scanners and you think that every stock that comes on the scanner is a winning trade. That's not how it is. That's not how it works. And a lot of times you buy those scanners, if you don't have it set right, you're going to be hearing, beam, 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 beam all day of stocks going off and on. And you're going to be distracted. You're going to be looking at way too many things. You're going to be making overly confusing scanners and not work out. Now, I love Trade Ideas. I like Trade Ideas. I have really good scanners I built on there, but based on my strategy, on my needs, I don't need the scanners, the trade. Okay. You just got to rely on your system. Look at stocks to trade, and this is what you're trading for the day, guys. You don't need to be switching back back and forth between a billion stocks and stuff like that to trade. Now, obviously, if some news come on or the stock isn't moving at all, then you can take it off and put something else on there. But other than that, that's pretty much what you need to be doing all day. The beautiful thing with these is these market leading stocks, they always have volume. No matter what, they always have 99% of the time, they always have volume. They're always going to be moving. Now, obviously, if the market is crappy and is flat like this right here, you're not going to get a big move or a nice move, okay? But you can, by getting these stocks and learning how to trade, you can capture all these big moves like this. Netflix as well, look at them. They follow the market perfectly. And they give you, look at these. They just follow each other perfectly. Say you missed this trade, but say you saw Netflix fall, but you missed it. Well, you can go on Facebook and see if the pattern looks similar. If it does, you can take the trade and look at that. It works perfectly fine. Another thing with this website right here, Market Chameleon, I'm subscribed. It's free. Like I said, it's completely free. You don't got to pay anything. It's delayed at 15 minutes, but that doesn't really matter at all, guys. You can pay for a package up here, but you're not going to get, it's still going to be delayed. I contacted them. They told me it's still going to be delayed. But one thing I am is I'm subscribed to the free daily pre-market newsletter. Completely free. You just got to put in your email and name or something like that. Completely free, and I'm subscribed to that. So every morning about, half an hour before the market opens, I'll get I'll be waking up. I'll wake up, around half an hour before the market opens, and I'll already have an email on my phone, to show me how the market is, what stocks are moving up, what stocks are moving down, what stocks have news and stuff like that. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know right away, right there and then, right there, as soon as you wake up. So by the time I step in the office, fire up the computer, I pretty much already know what I'm looking at. I'll just put them in this chart right here, and then I'll have these my top leading stocks on my left monitor, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I do. That's how you find these stocks. That's how you do it. I don't know anything else to say. That's all you got to do. Now, obviously, if you're more advanced, there's more things you can do. But honestly, guys, that's pretty much it. There's no need to make it harder. A lot of people like to wake up, especially when you're beginning out, you like to wake up, an hour before the market and then have all these charts and all these indications and stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, the stock moves and you miss the move because you're looking at too many stocks. Just keep it simple. Have one or two, four stocks like this as a beginner is good enough. You don't need to be having more. Because typically I'll just look at this right here, and then these market leading stocks, like I told you, I have on my other monitor, so I'll just be looking, to see what they're doing. But it's not like I'm going back and forth. Oh my god, what's going on? Nah, it's just gotta chill out, let these stocks move how they're gonna move, and let them come to you and take the trade. Don't force the trade. Just let them come to you. Focus on your strategy. Take the trade. All right, and that's pretty much it for right now. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, whatever, hit me up in the comments below. And if you want me to make another video or whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments. I try to make this video not too long because then people won't watch them and they'll miss out on this helpful information. And you're probably thinking, well, if you're not trying to make it too long, then why are you still talking? So this is the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching and enjoy.